Hey folks, this is Vincent Ali with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Star Tycoon, Build Your Galactic Corporation. So this is a game that I have covered a lot of, and it's because we really enjoy playing this game. At least I certainly do. This game supports 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is 25 minutes per player. This is a super casual, what do we call this? Game night, cozy game night review kind of thing. We haven't done one of these in a while due to medical issues, but we just got done playing a whole game of Star Tycoon using the actual components. I did record a solo playthrough a couple of weeks ago, but using my home variant using dice. So if you haven't checked that out, you may want to. For those of you that have never heard of this game before, it is an engine building game where you are going to be constructing planets into your tableau and then slotting developments like these underneath the planet in order to be able to generate resources of different types. So you've got red resources, green resources, brown resources, blue, and so on. We have the acrylic token set right here. If you hear the pitter-patter of little feet, that's our little Tiki wandering around the dining room looking for attention. You've got partnership cards over here. These are for endgame scoring. You've got like company cards that give you special abilities. The company cards, the planets, they have different requirements that will help you earn victory points. So you're trying to meet these requirements as you play. Again, I'm not going to get too deeply into the rules here because I've done this many, many times. Galactic Market. We're going to be buying and selling resources, and yeah, there's an event deck over there, and the purchase area is over here. The neoprene mat does not come with the retail. This is something extra the developer sent me. The acrylic tokens are also extra. That's something they sent me. There's also some promo cards that are mixed in with all of this. I think your Abaddon up there.
Yeah, that is a promo card.
That is definitely a promo card there. So, with that being said, what do you think of this game?
I still love it.
You still love it?
There's definitely a lot of changes I can tell from the very first time that we played it. But I still love it. I love the engine building aspect. And I love resource collecting, even though you destroyed me in this just now.
What was the score? 47 to 26?
46 to 27.
Sorry, I gave myself an extra point.
You gave me one less.
Oh, I did.
I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, it's just, you know what? I'm going to blame it to it being I was on upside down. So I couldn't read the cards right.
I mean, we could have put this sideways, but it would have been hard to read either way. So yeah. I felt bad. I'll spot you 10 points for the upside down board, but
I'm gonna have a rematch. We're gonna have a rematch.
Sure, you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my tableau I got lucky and got pretty much everything I wanted. There's an extra development here because one of the events allows us to pretty much in turn order, each player draws a card from the development, one deck, and may build it on their homeworld for free regardless of capacity. So it's pretty much just a free card you can slot under your homeworld. Regardless of capacity. But yeah, I met my requirements here. This is what it wanted, and this is what I put under it. This is what that wanted, this is what I put under it. And these communications arrays, I got 4 of them. That gave me 9 points. I got that one. I did not get this one, so that's the only planet. This is my dumping planet, things I couldn't figure out what to do with. And then your partnerships, the end of the game, score you points based on like the symbols. So all the reds and all the grays that were in my tableau scored me points, which was kind of nice. So yeah, I really enjoy this as an engine building game. I think it's also fantastic to look at. It's the color scheme is really nice to look at, and that noise is this little tribble over here. Say hi, Tiki.
No.
Hi. Wag wag. Okay. So
yeah, it's a beautiful game. It's beautiful to look at. I love the event decks because it keeps you on edge, keeps you on your toes per round. So it's a good game.
It flows pretty well too. It underwent a lot of changes throughout development. Originally it wasn't laid out like this. It was in the current game, the retail version, there's 4 rounds, and then there's 3 turns per round, and each turn, each player gets 3 actions. So I get 3, she gets 3, I get 3, she gets 3, I get 3, she gets... So it's like 9 actions per round. for 9 times 4 is 36. So everyone's getting 36 actions throughout the entire game. Whereas in the previous development, I would take a turn, she would take a turn, I would take a turn, so it would go back and forth between us rather than us getting 3 regular actions. There's also an optional bartering thing that you can do in this game. It used to be a primary rule as one of the actions, but they removed that and put it as an optional one. But it doesn't matter. You can be as like when it comes to bartering, some people might see that as like, you know, if 2 people constantly trade leaving the third person out, that could be like an in-your-face kind of thing. And take that mechanic. There are a few cards in this game that do like have a steal effect. So there are a couple of steal cards, but they're not as abundant as some other games I played.
Yeah, they're not too obnoxious, you know,
right?
Because eventually you can get it back. But it's cool because a lot of minute decisions can really make a huge impact on your overall game. So, you know, it's a good resource management type of thing.
Yeah, speaking of resource management, like you're constantly trying to manipulate the market to get the resources that you need.
Yeah.
And you can buy and sell. And what's cool about the galactic market is this thing is ever changing. So over here on the left, resources are saturating the market. So you need to spend, you could buy, because there's so much, let's say so much of green right now. 1 yellow energy credit gives you 3 green resources. But over here, purple is expensive. So you need to spend 3 resources just to get 1 purple. Or if you have purple, you can sell it and get 3 energy credits out of it. When you buy, you move it to the right, and when you sell, you move it to the left. So it's an interesting, I like games like that. I like economic games, and this game, like Stockpile, keeps it simple. It's not overly complicated for me anyway. I have never ever taken out a bank loan. It's there, but I've never done it. I don't know why.
I wouldn't mind doing it because I think it can actually give you a slight head start. You just have to make sure to remember to pay it back. Otherwise, it could shoot you in the foot.
Yeah. That's the first player marker right there, the token right there. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, again, we've played with the developers. I've played solo on Tabletop Simulator. I've played solo on the table. There's a lot of coverage of this game on my channel. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. But as a review, I wholeheartedly recommend this game. If you like engine builders, where you're growing a tableau of cards and you're producing stuff, that's what this blue little box there means. That there's a blue box, blue box, blue box. That means that you're producing these resources every round. So if you like engine builders, you'll like this. If you like resource management, where you have to manage what the market looks like and buy and sell if you can to your advantage, then you might like that. And then we've got the Splendor mechanic over here, where Tier 1 cards are the easiest to acquire and Tier 3 cards are the hardest to acquire. So, like, this game resembles Splendor in a number of ways in this regard over here. There's a lot to do. You can acquire cards for victory points. You can acquire cards for production. You can acquire cards for their smuggle action. Smuggle cards have these little purple boxes rather than the blue ones, and you can take special actions on your turn for an action in order to do whatever the bottom of the card says. In this case, spend 3 energy credits to take 2 wild resources, two of any that you want from the bank. So, all right, well, there you go. I wholeheartedly recommend Star Tycoon. It's beautiful to look at. It's fun to play. I've played it a lot, and I'm happy with the finished product. And the rulebook is very good to boot, for the record. The game does have a solo mode inherently in here, but it sees you through a 3-mission campaign, as it were, and you get buffs along the way and stuff, and randomized objectives. My solo mode is more of a one-off that uses an Automa deck if you're playing Tabletop Simulator, and dice if you're on Tabletop. And what'd you lose?
His ball.
His ball. Yeah. Did you lose your ball?
I'll get it later.
Okay, we'll get your ball later. Okay. Poor Tiki. All right. Well, this is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.